Arsenal 2, Luton nil. Professional job done by the boys. And yeah, man, we keep it moving. It's one of those ones where, hey, you make sure you don't concede. You get a couple goals. Would have liked to see a few more goals, obviously, for goal difference. But it's great having a clean sheet, because that obviously helps us with goal difference. And come the end of the season, that might be the deciding factor. Who knows? Might go down to the end of the day, all of that sort of stuff. But I actually thought today was indicative of Arteta's growth as a manager. I think Arteta's growth as a manager is clear to see. You know, earlier parts of this season, last season more so, you'd see Arteta has an aversion to, resting players or, rotating the squad. But listen, squad rotation is a very important part of football. You see Pep, apart from Haaland and Edison, most of his 11 is rotated. Just, to keep players fresh and to also get some fresh ideas. Back end of last season, you saw how you brought in Rico Lewis just to freshen things up. Like, this is the name of the game. Football is actually a squad game. Football is a squad game. You cannot use the same 11 players. That's the whole point why you have a squad in football. And I was actually happy to see, the starting lineup rotated, because obviously we know we've got a difficult, next 7 days coming up. Obviously, in the weekend we have Brighton 5:30 on a Saturday night away. It's gonna be a game I'm looking forward to, because obviously, how deserved he is as a manager, and Arteta's got that fire too. So it's gonna be a fire for fire type of situation. But no, yeah, like I said, I was happy to see the rotation. You see this, yeah, this is the rotation I'm talking about. I don't know what bit I was most happy with, or what bit I was most surprised with. I was actually probably most surprised to see Saka not even in the squad even, because Saka's super durable. He's playing every game. It doesn't matter, when it is midweek, end of the week, after seeming to limp off. But thankfully today, Bukayo Saka was rested. We could bring in Nelson. I mean, this is why you have squad depth. Obviously, Smith Rowe, the fans' favourite, finally got another opportunity to start. Zinchenko back in for minutes, and Partey actually starting. That's important, because, I actually thought Partey's cameo against City did pretty well, to be fair. He helped us control the games, and he was, doing them signature Partey passes, threading the ball through the line. So, listen, I told you, we're going to need Partey for this end of the season, and, his return back from injury has come at the right time. It really has, because this is the business end of the season now. Fingers crossed, we get to see Tim at the end of the month. Obviously, he's probably gonna play a few under 23 games, just to get his feel back, for playing matches, and then we'll see him, make some appearances off the bench here and there, So that's just gonna be the process. But listen, I was happy to see the rotated squad. Like I said, football's a squad game. You need to rotate your squad. I felt like if we didn't rotate midweek against Luton, when are we going to rotate? Because, the fixtures, they're brazy. I can't lie. April's going to be a tough month. You need to rotate. And some of these players that are on the bench, Mikel doesn't even call them substitutes. He calls them impact players. And I actually, agree with that sentiment. Impact in the sense of, the fact that he can see a game in two different ways. Like, first part of the game, the 60 minutes, second part, the 30 minutes that he wants, an impactor to be able to influence. And that's just how it goes type of thing. Obviously, it was unchanged at the back, best centre-back pairing in the world. Yeah, I said it. Saliba and Gabriel, they continue. Obviously, White was outstanding today as well. He's been in great form. Raya, I feel like he's a really commanding presence with the back line, and obviously he communicates well with them. You've seen even an interview he done, I think, after CBS, he said one of his traits is that he's actually a shouter. So he's always communicating with the back line. And I think the thing is with Raya, he's actually a very preventative goalkeeper, in the sense where it's like a lot of the actions that he does, leads to us, being a lot more assertive in terms of defending, and it makes sure that we don't even get in a position where, wow, like someone's in the open space to kind of like have a shot because he's communicating with his defenders. He's coming to claim crosses and stuff like that, which is really good. So big ups to the defense for that, another clean sheet. Pretty sure Rye's got the most clean sheets in the league right now. Didn't even start the season. Hey, gotta big him up. That's my goalkeeper. Next, we actually got to show ESR some love. Obviously, he's a fan's favourite. It was actually important, for both the goals. First goal in terms of how he pressed initially. Second goal, how he got to the byline, pulled it back. Unfortunately, Nelson wasn't able to score. It went somehow through his legs and off the Luton defender. But yeah, literally that goal was created by ESR. Towards the second half, I know, like for me anyways, the game looked a bit more flat. I felt like ESR tired out a bit. He got a fair few minutes, to be fair. A few more people got, taken off earlier than him. Havertz got taken off earlier and stuff like that. But yeah, this was definitely a good match for ESR to step in and get some minutes because listen, towards the end of the season, you're gonna need everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? You're actually gonna need anyone and everyone. So when Smith Rowe has a chance to get minutes, I think it's fair to give him minutes. And I think the best thing from this point onwards now is just, to keep the momentum up. So, let's say Brighton on the weekend were in a great position, we're winning 20 minutes before the end of the game, throw on Smith Rowe. Just, to keep building the match fitness up because he actually hasn't played a lot of minutes this season. Like, forget coming off the bench, he hasn't come off the bench a lot anyway. So I definitely think it's important, to be getting these minutes in because listen, he can definitely contribute, in the upcoming games, for the end of the season. So it'll be good to see him get more minutes. And you saw the round of applause he got, You saw the round of applause he got. Still a fan favourite. Obviously, he got the TNT Sports Man of the Match. So yeah, big up Smith Rowe. I mean, like I said, it's important. We're going to need him. And we're going to need anyone and everyone for, the remaining games. And yeah, listen, this was Arsenal's number 10. Do you know what the number 10 means at Arsenal? RVP wore it. Bergkamp wore it. Like, come on, this is a serious number. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Forget the time, girl, I saw it. But yeah, this is a serious number. Do you get it? So, our number 10 needs to be doing work, needs to be doing bits, and needs to, have an important part to play in the season. So, yeah, big up Smith Rowe for the contribution because he's been in the cold for a while, hasn't really got much minutes. But yeah, today was a day he was able to get a good amount of minutes. And yeah, he's getting a lot of love from the fans on social media at the stadium. So yeah, big up Smith Rowe for that. Lastly, I just want to big up this guy right here. Yeah, Martin Odegaard. Listen, I'm telling you, Martin Odegaard is the heartbeat of Arsenal. You take Martin Odegaard out of Arsenal, it's not clicking the same. When he has to, drop deep, pick up the ball, link up play, he's there. When he has to be, on the right wing, linking up with Saka, creating space for Saka, he's there. Even I think sometimes he could be, drifting more to the left because obviously we saw against PSV when he drifted to the left that one time and he, played that through ball to Trossard and we scored from it. But yeah, listen, Odegaard, wrap this guy in cotton wool, because we definitely need him, for the end of the season. And listen, don't be surprised if he starts pretty much like every game because Odegaard is super durable as a player. I know, sometimes people have this kind of like idea of him as being this kind of like lightweight midfielder. Odegaard's not lightweight. Like he's actually durable. You see, sometimes he actually, he gets his foot in challenges. You see, sometimes he gets his foot in challenges. And yeah, listen, this is the captain of our club. For showing respect and that you get, the vibes. But yeah, listen, sometimes do you ever just like pinch yourself and you're like, raw, like we actually have Martin Odegaard, like, because it's crazy. I remember back in the days, secondary school, high school, whatever you call it. I remember when Odegaard was 15 and at that point he was going around, different training grounds, seeing what team he wanted to join. And yeah, everyone in Europe wanted him. Remember, him and Hashim Astor, everyone wanted them for sure. Ended up joining Real Madrid. And even though, it didn't end up working for him at Real Madrid the way he would have wanted it, he learned a lot, being around the dressing room like that. He would have picked up so many different invaluable lessons. And you see that in what he's brought to Arsenal. And listen, I don't mind continuing to do my shopping at Real Madrid. Yeah, might have to put in a bid in for Rodrigo side. I don't mind doing my shopping at Real Madrid or Barcelona because more time their teams are so stacked, and these players that you know end up signing for us, tend to do pretty well. Like Alexis, cool. He had he was good for Barca, and then last season he had a really great season. Decided to move to Arsenal, and he just ascended to another level. That's what I feel like Odegaard's done. He's just ascended to another level. Obviously, he had a good loan period at Real Sociedad. He was cooking with Alexander Isak, all of that. But listen, at this point onwards, he's just, he's spurring on as a player. 2 title charges now. Listen, we just need to bring it home, man. We need to bring it home. It'll be great to see, Odegaard, be able to lift the trophy at the end of the season. And yeah, man, have to big him up. And obviously he scored a goal today, so I think that takes him to 30 Premier League goals for Arsenal now. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, that's his 7th league goal of the season. And yeah, listen, decent enough contribution. And the thing about Odegaard, he could have even more than 7. If he decided to shoot more, he could have even more than 7. Because I'm telling you, he's got a good left peg on him, as they say. He's got a good left foot for sure. And he's actually really accurate with his shots and everything. So yeah, man, just a bit of Odegaard appreciation. But yeah, man, obviously we had to do our bit and grab the win. As I'm talking, I think City are going to grab their win. They're 3-1 up against Aston Villa. Tomorrow we wait to see what happens with Liverpool, and then we move on to a big weekend in which we face Brighton. And yeah, Liverpool, I think, actually go to Old Trafford, so it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, we keep it moving for now. Professional performance, clean sheet, can't complain. We move.